What's up guys, this is Mike Loris and I'm going to be bringing you a game finally from the Star Series Season 3. It says Star Ladder. I'm not sure if it's Star Ladder or Star Series or Star Ladder Series or what exactly that is, but this is going to be between NEXT.kz and CLG. CLG have pretty much a stable lineup, more or less, from the international. NEXT.kz playing with two stand-ins, but it should be a relatively good game nonetheless. The ban's out. Kind of a little bit odd coming out from CLG. Morphling is pretty much the go-to carry nowadays. If you want to carry hero, then you're going to pick up the Morphling. There's no reason to really pick up anyone else, except for, I guess, Naga Siren. But Naga Siren, not really picked up because she's a carry, most likely picked up because of the giant initiation and show-stopping abilities that she has. TA and Tidehunter are also a little bit weird as far as the bans go. I mean, usually you see them at least get through the first round of bans. You would usually prioritize someone like Chen or Invoker or Leshrac instead of the Tidehunter and TA, but I guess CLG just really don't want to play against those heroes, and that's fair enough. They're very good heroes, just they're not like top S plus tier heroes. Anyway, NEXT.kz gonna pick up Leshrac as well as Invoker, so kind of generic picks in CLG.
Anti-mage.
Doing the same thing. They're going to pick up an anti-mage in the first round of picks. That does indicate that they're going to at least be stable come late game. They could try to be a little bit more aggressive in the early stages, but anti-mage, unlike Morphling, can't really offer all that much as far as power in the early mid stages of the game. Chen is also the pickup from CLG, so that would give them a lot of babysitting power over the lane. Probably going to go in his own jungle and help out the anti-mage, who is going to be bot either a solo or with a buddy, make it a dual lane or a tri-lane. NEXT.kz, they could pick up an Enchantress, try to counter off that Chen, get some jungling of their own. It is an option for them, but most likely they're going to look to just dominate the lanes. Usually that is what you want to pick up when you have a Leshrac and Invoker, and there you go, Shadow Shaman. Another support-esque hero with a pretty large emphasis on lane control once, well actually from level 1 even. If you could just lay down the right clicks, have that constant fear of shackles, then Shadow Shaman will do a lot to control the lanes. All of NEXT.kz's heroes are laners, and they are all ranged, whereas CLG Anti-Mage is going to be under a little bit of pressure if CLG doesn't do a good job in protecting the anti-mage, or if NEXT.kz is just really freaking aggressive. So far, it's shaping up Leshrac, Invoker, Shadow Shaman versus Rubik, Anti-Mage, Chen. I have to say that NEXT.kz do have a lot more pushing power. They could take out towers very early with the Edict, with Shadow Shaman's level 6 once he does pick that up. And then, of course, Invoker probably going to go for an Exort build because of the Shadow Shaman Leshrac. There's a lot of setup there, and he could easily land a Sunstrike. But, of course, Wex build, always an option as well. Some more bans coming out. Broodmother banning out for CLG, knowing that they're really pressed for the hard lane at this point in time. And NEXT.kz banning out the Lone Druid as well as the Enigma, and there's the Nature's Prophet who managed to survive all of this time. See that nowadays Nature's Prophet is more of it's like either you don't want to play him against, either he's a top tier ban or like not really even noticed hero. It's kind of a weird split going on there, but CLG banning out NEXT.kz's long lane possibilities. Of course, the hero that's always in the long lane, always can go in the long lane, is still in this game, is the Windrunner. So if NEXT.kz want to shore that weakness up of their lineup, they could pick that up and then have Windrunner or something like a Beastmaster go to that bottom lane and really just try to rough it out against the Anti-Mage, Chen, and then either Rubik or whoever else support they decide to pick up. And look, there they go. They're going to pick up the Windrunner. CLG pick up the Brewmaster, so that is going to give them a lot of bulk on the front line. They're kind of damage light in as far as the early stages of the game goes. I mean, like, they do have a little bit of burst damage coming out from the Rubik Fade Bolt, Brewmaster Clap. Maybe whatever Chen decides to pick up will give them a little bit of damage, but really the burst potential from NEXT.kz is a lot higher. CLG going to have to invest a little bit more into their late game, whereas NEXT.kz could play a very aggressive early mid style. They could pick up a carry to try to counterbalance the anti-mage and try to get themselves some late game security. Or they could simply pick up another early mid-game hero and then have Leshrac and Invoker be the ones really taking up the farm, get a Bloodstone on the Leshrac, get all the mobility stuff on the Invoker, and then really push down CLG's towers early, try to get something like a 30-minute max racks, and then ride that advantage to the end of the game. CLG, they already do have 2 support heroes in the Chen and Rubik, but they're going to go for another. They're going to pick up the Venomancer. Venomancer usually is played as more of a support as Rubik, and wow, NEXT.kz haven't casted one of their games in a long time, and I do remember them picking up the Ursa Warrior now and again. That does let them take a level 1 Roshan if they want to do it. It's going to be a little bit challenging though. They don't really have the best Roshan killing. I mean, Ursa is actually the best, but Invoker doesn't really contribute much. If he goes for Exhort, I guess it'll kind of help with the right clicks. I guess Shackle Shot and Shackles will do okay as well. But I'm sure CLG will do their due diligence and really just go in the Roshan pit and make sure that NEXT.kz doesn't get away with the free Aegis of the Immortal on that bear. When you pick up Ursa, your lanes are kind of weird. Ursa is clearly the one who's gonna be prioritized as far as the farm goes at this point with that pickup. So Shadow Shaman and Leshrac most likely are going to be trying to support him. And with the amount of lockdown that Shadow Shaman and Leshrac can offer to the Ursa Warrior, that's a lot of time for those Fury Swipes to stack up. Now here we are into the game. Lacoste, that is such an odd username. Anyway, on the NEXT.kz side we have Stallcat playing the Leshrac, a stand-in, not a Hax, on the Windrunner. Mantis, the carry player of NEXT.kz, going to be playing that Ursa Warrior. Another stand-in, Cobra, playing the Shadow Shaman, and that leaves Equal, the last player, going to be playing that Invoker. Meanwhile, on the CLG side, we have Misery on the Anti-Mage, Lacoste on the Rubik, CLG's Miracle going to be playing that Brewmaster, Aki on the Chen, and 99%. Is this a stand-in or is this someone real? I believe it's a stand-in. I actually don't know who this is. Mitch, I guess? I don't know. There you go, Toby1 wants to know also. Thank you, because I have no idea who this guy is, and apparently neither does he. It is Mitch, apparently. Okay, well there you go. He's going to be playing the last hero of CLG, which is the Venomancer. Yeah, no one knows who this guy is. Who is this guy? We want to know. Anyway, as far as the lanes go, I have to say that NEXT.kz will have a little bit of an advantage. Brewmaster most likely going to be soloing the mid lane for CLG, and he could do that decently against the Invoker. He definitely won't die, but he will be in a lot of danger constantly from those rotating heroes of the Shadow Shaman as well as the Leshrac. If they manage to get a stun on him, following up with a Cold Snap, which Invoker will inevitably get, and then a Sunstrike to boot, that could be a very dead panda. But CLG's lineup is primarily a defensive lineup with that anti-mage pickup. The comparison between the NEXT.kz's Ursa pick and the anti-mage pick. Ursa is very much so an aggressive early game hero who could carry later on, but his burst damage in the early stages of the game is pretty substantial. Anti-mage, on the other hand, doesn't really have the same type of damage output. He does have a little bit more utility because of that mana break, but the sheer amount of damage that Ursa can pump out in the early game is astounding. And once again, this is from the Starseries Season 3. I think a lot of the games aren't showing up. This is like one of the few games that are actually available to me. I bought the ticket, so I'm like, oh, I should be able to see all the games, but apparently not. But this game was actually played today, so this game is fresh. Nice fresh games, and there's another one there available as well. I guess I'll be covering all of these as they come out and not actually going back into the archive of games because it simply doesn't exist now. I'm a little bit impatient, so I'm gonna wait through this pause because I don't want to sit here for another hour, 30 minutes or something like that while this guy, there we go. We have Mitch back into this game. He's gonna be playing the 99. And now this game is underway. I did do a little bit of tweaking to my audio so I should be a little bit softer in comparison to the game, and a little bit softer in general. I know my mic was making me really loud. I think it was because I was messing with my mic booster for Mumble, and then it just all went to shit. But anyway, NEXT.kz, they're going straight for the Roshan pick. You can tell they do want it because of the Ring of Basilius pickup from Ursa Warrior. Usually that is an item that you see Ursas get eventually, but he got it this early in the game. He wants that aura for his team. How many salves are on this team? They have 4 salves, 5 salves, 6 salves. Yeah, 6 salves, definitely gearing up for an early Roshan, but CLG, they know. They definitely know. They're going to go crash that party. Unfortunately for them, their Venomancer isn't there, and this is really bad actually for CLG. Venomancer is probably the most potent hero that CLG has come level 1. And without him, well, it's a 4v5, so obviously it won't go well, but Venomancer offers so much at a level 1 engagement with that Gale. It just does so much slowing damage, and the poison damage over time is also pretty decent. And I don't want to wait a million years for all these people to disconnect and reconnect, so we're just going to speed on through this. You can see the clouds floating by. If they do take an early fight, NEXT.kz, it's pretty much all going to... Okay, they want a 4v4. Pretty good idea. I'd actually love to see that. What did Leshrac actually pick up? He did pick up that Split Earth. So if he does manage to land a Split Earth, that will really be one of the hugest determining factors of this game. Oh my god, what is with this frickin' pause? There we go. Is that half speed? There's full speed. Rubik did pick up boots so he could get to that Roshan pit that much quicker, and Stalcat warding up, so he's going to spot out the Anti-Mage moving in. And NEXT.kz, they know that they're spotted out. Are they going to continue to push this? Looks like they're a little bit scared, because that Roshan kind of acts as a 5th hero for CLG's lineup at this point in time. They're actually baiting the Roshan. They want them to come in. They're not actually taking any damage. Are they actually going to fall for the bait? Misery kind of looks like he wants to go in, but the shadows are here. Miracle is going to get sent back. He's also going to try to engage, but Miracle is going to get sent back. He's not going to die here. He's just going to get a clap and then leave. Is there any more chain stun up on Aki? He might be the one in trouble. He's going to take a little bit of Fury Swipes, but here comes the Venomancer to slow down anyone. Mantis is just trying to get his paws onto whoever he could get. Gale going off can hit on 2, but in the end, no one is actually going to die as Misery blinks across the river. And that looks like it might be it. Is it going to be it? What is going on with their lanes, though? Windrunner picks up the invisibility rune. Mantis is on the bot lane for some reason. You'd really expect him to go on top. Maybe it's going to be a solo Shadow Shaman. Oh, it's okay. Solo Shadow Shaman top mid with Invoker solo top. Definitely not what I would have expected. Usually Windrunner is played as a solo as opposed to the Shadow Shaman, because she gets a little bit more control out of the lanes with her range, but fair enough. But Miracle against Shadow Shaman will do a lot better than he would have done against an Invoker. Shadow Shaman doesn't have the same harassment potential as an Invoker, because the Invoker will have that Quash, and it's going to be Invoker versus Lacoste, equal versus Lacoste, on the top lane. Invoker going for Wex build, and wow, a Shackle onto Misery already. Unfortunately, not enough damage there. They did use the Split Earth, they did use the Shackle shot. Not enough time to actually hold the Anti-Mage down, not enough damage to burst him down. And he gets to live, pops off a salve, and he'll be just fine. Gold on the graph is actually really low for everyone right now. This tri-lane is going to be where pretty much all the action is going to happen. Aki with the troll, and that's Mantis. Is there a Gale? Gale is going to hit just on the tail end of Stalcat. It's not going to be enough to actually engage upon, though, but the troll is just being a pest with that 51 damage. It's pretty much the damage of a hero at this point in the game. So that's just free harassment that Aki is getting off onto the tri-lane of NEXT.kz. Very odd tri-lane going on here. Windrunner usually is seen in a solo, not a tri-lane. Split Earth onto the Dark Troll Warlord. They are going to take it out. Aki's going to be sad about losing his friend. And Misery taking a whole bunch of overpower swipes. There's the Shackle, not going to latch, but Mantis is taking a lot of right-click damage. He's got to be careful. He only is at 60 HP. He wants to get more hits on Misery, and he does barely get it somehow. I don't know how he managed to get that many hits off. Split Earth now going to hit onto Mitch. Shackle shot to follow as well, and they're just going to right-click him down. Lightning even procured by Stallcat. That's going to be 2 kills for NEXT.kz in exchange for the 1 of CLG. Aki now on the run. Very low health as well, but he's going to get out of there alive, it looks like. Now without a little bit of pressure from Stallcat and Not a Hacks. And now Mantis is back into this fight. He's going to just go to town on Anti-Mage. So much burst damage. That's exactly what I was talking about before. Now we might have a little bit of engagement. Squabble over the double damage rune. Miracle with the cloud trying to slow him down. He is going to get the double damage rune, and now Cobra is in a lot of trouble. He does have a Shackle, but it looks like Brewmaster doesn't actually want to chase this. If he did, he could have potentially gotten a courier. Are they... no boots yet on either of them, so it wouldn't have happened. But yeah, we do have an Extort Invoker on the top lane. So that is going to allow NEXT.kz to be very aggressive on this bot lane. If they manage to get a single Shackle, that Sunstrike is going to come down, slam into the Anti-Mage, do a ton of pure damage. Spell Shield or no Spell Shield, you're going to be hurting after that one. But 2-1 in favor of NEXT.kz. Ursa did get a kill, but he also took a fall, unfortunately for Anti-Mage. Yeah, he took a death and only got an assist. So as far as the kill score goes, NEXT.kz is ahead with that first blood. I don't know how Mantis managed to get so much damage on the Anti-Mage. I guess Fury Swipes does eventually stack up, but that seems like a lot more damage than I would have expected from him. Cobra might be in a little bit of trouble as Aki is smoked up with 1 Centaur. If Miracle could close the gap somehow and get a clap onto Cobra, then Cobra is pretty much dead. He's very soft at this point. Aki slowly moving closer with the smoke. Smoke almost timing out though. Cobra, gotta watch out, man. Gotta watch out. If Miracle just suddenly decides to move up, then Cobra's gonna be in a ton of trouble. There goes Miracle looking for the clap. Centaur also heading him off, and now Cobra is stuck. Gonna hex Miracle, but Miracle does Ogaze. Shackle's also canceling off that clap animation, but it doesn't matter. Brewmaster is strong enough. Here comes Windrunner as well as a Sunstrike onto Aki. It is all going to hit, but Aki, it might have enough to survive. Not a Hacks is getting blocked just a little bit by the Centaur, but he does have a haste rune, so he should be able to close his distance. But he's tanking the tower. Miracle picking up a double kill. Not a Hack's greed will imprison you, and it just did. So Miracle just being force-fed kills. Brewmaster's very happy about that. Hell, any hero's really happy about that. When you have a second kill just drop into your lap. I'm sure Aki is also pretty damn happy about that too, because he got out of there. Running away from a hasted Windrunner, but you gotta remember, Windrunner only level 3 at this point, looking for 99. Shackle is not going to lash, but will allow for Stallcat to potentially land Split Earth, as well as a Sunstrike from the top lane. Equal on the top lane, picking up a kill. Very good skill shot usage by NEXT.kz so far. Tying up the score 3-3. That is an advantage of laning the Invoker on the top lane. Let's actually take a look at how the Invoker is doing versus the Rubick. 23 for 8 versus 17 for 2. So the Invoker is having a little bit of a better time already with the phase boots. He could use Cold Snap very freely to harass and also increase his income with killing and assisting on the bot lane or on the mid lane or really anywhere. Anywhere the Sunstrike could reach, which is everywhere. Wilkins got to watch out because he's got an angry bear on his ass. So Wilkins, run, run. One more hit from Mantis. Does he actually want to get this? It doesn't seem like he does. Maybe he's baiting it. No. Him and Not a Hacks just going to go back to the lane. Try to shut down Misery even more. 13 for 2 on him versus 19 for 8. So the farm isn't the hugest on this bot lane. Now Miracle camping out, hoping for the 6-minute rune to spawn down here. Is it going to? It's probably going to be like a haste rune. Oh, a double damage, of course. Once you start being lucky as a Brewmaster, you're never going to stop being lucky. That's unfortunately going to let Brewmaster completely dominate this mid lane, even more so than he already was. Shadow Shaman has not hit level 6 yet, where Brewmaster has almost hit level 7. A double kill will do that for you. He's going to take that double damage rune and ship it all the way up to the top lane. Going to look for a kill onto Equal. No points in Wex, so he cannot invoke that Ghost Walk, and Brewmaster does have his ultimate. So if the cost opens up with a good telekinesis, then Invoker might be in a little bit of trouble. Miracle popping off that double damage rune, and he's just going to right-click down Equal. No chance. 296 critical. Going to take down that Invoker. Very solid gank. I don't know why Equal was all the way over here. Usually you want to, be near your tower, but He definitely will not make that same mistake again because he paid for it with his life, and now the Brewmaster is level 7. Top of the gold chart. Would not be surprised to be the top of the experience chart either. As he's sitting there pretty substantially ahead of the entire game. So this Brewmaster with arcane boots as well as bottle. Gonna take a tower as well. Double damage rune, not gonna let him last click it, I don't believe. We'll see actually if he could just do it regular. Go, go, go. He is going to get it, so this Brewmaster is filthy rich at this point. So much experience, so much gold. And NEXT.kz, for some reason, completely bypassing the tower, as well as the creep wave that's fighting there. There's going to be a little bit of engagement. Fade Bolt flying out, doing a lot of damage to Stallcat. Mantis low as well. The Gale has already gone out. Shackle on to 99. And Split Earth and Sunstrike to follow. He just got obliterated, that Venomancer. Mantis going to try to go for Misery, but only the Venomancer is going to be the casualty there. So much spell damage. Now Cobra coming in, gonna shackle Misery to a tree. That was the longest shackle I've ever seen, using the wards for that as well. The wards unfortunately not being used to claim a tower. Instead just going to be used to lane cut. Mantis is going to try to hunt down these creeps, but he's very weak. Here comes Miracle. He's going to clap and kill Cobra. He's now going to look after Stallcat, the long range boulder onto Stallcat. Stallcat is so dead. Mantis is going to get chased down by the Fire Panda. Cyclone up into the air is the Leshrac. In the meantime, the Invoker is fighting off Chen. He's going to teleport out of there. Lacoste unable to actually catch up, but the Brewmaster picking up yet another kill. 5 for 0 on him. And luckily for Mantis, he does manage to survive, but 3 down for NEXT.kz, only 1 down, or 2 down for CLG? 2 down, yeah, the Anti-Mage died also. The Anti-Mage not having the best game of his life, but he does have a Ring of Health, so he's probably going to go for a Vanguard. And he also does have a very stacked Brewmaster on his team. Brewmaster 8 minutes in, getting Arcane Boots Bottle, as well as a 10-minute Blink Dagger. That's vicious. He could be all over the map. 5 for 0 on him. So they really got to try to lock down this Brewmaster before he gets that Blink Dagger, because once he does, it's going to be very hard to engage. I don't know why Mantis is so weak. He's trying to kill Centaurs or something like that. Hex now onto Miracle. No follow-up though. Neither shock, and there goes a Rubik Fade Bolt. And try to look for telekinesis, but he's simply not fast enough. And Rubik, that's a very weird build right there. He got a point of stats instead of telekinesis, something you don't see every day. There's the Ether Shock steal from Rubik, so he'll have a lot of burst magic damage coming out from him. The game just continues to draw on. This Brewmaster has picked up a Blink Dagger, and that is going to mean trouble for NEXT.kz. Just look how soft their heroes are. 644 HP, only 600 HP on the Leshrac. Actually, a lot more HP on the Shadow Shaman than I expected. But Ursa Warrior and the Invoker are really the only ones who are fairly safe from this Brewmaster. And even then, if he has his ultimate, the Brewmaster that is, then it's just going to be a whole world of hurt. Now Cobra might be in a little bit of danger. Miracle looking for a blink in. Clap, not going to actually take it. He doesn't know who's on the high ground, if anyone is there at all. He's just going to play it safe. Pick up a regeneration rune so that he could play a little bit more suicidally. And then he's going to head back towards the mid lane. Unfortunately for him, Equal has now transitioned there. Cobra trying to go after 99. There goes the wards dropped. He's going to go for him. And Miracle instantly blinking in with the clap. Rubik with the Fade Ball taking down the Shadow Shaman. But here comes Miracle with the right clicks. 176 onto the Invoker. Critical damage from Miracle. 601 on him. And you just got to watch out for this Brewmaster, because Brewmaster level 11 at 10 minutes in. A minute per level is absolutely fantastic for him. Well, for anyone, that's actually really good. You can take a look at his allies. Level 6 on the Anti-Mage. Level 5 on the Chen. Who was on the top lane? Actually, it was Rubik. He's level 9. So he's not that far behind either. But you can see the drop-off in the experience. Huge amount of experience for the Brewmaster. Huge amount for the Rubik. Huge amount for the Invoker. But then 270. That is such a huge drop-off. Aki getting chased by a few of NEXT.kz's heroes. But here comes Miracle. He does have a lot of mana. Blink in, clap. And going to split for this. He's going to go for Stallcat. Got hit by the Test of Faith nuke. Going to Cyclone that Ursa up into the air. And Ursa's going to be in a little bit of trouble when he lands. He's going to try to fight the Pandas one at a time, but there goes the boulder, and he's just simply not tanky enough. Shackle on the Fire Panda, and Mantis is going to try to take out the Fire Panda, but it's not going to be enough. Brewmaster picking up a monster kill. And wow, this Brewmaster absolutely stacked. He's going to blink across the river. Going to go for not a hacks. Is there wind run? No, he already popped it, and he's just going to take right clicks all day long. Shackle shot is going to lash him to a tree, and Miracle might be in a little bit of danger now. He's going to take a lot of Forge Spirit damage. It's sent back from Aki. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Brewmaster survives. Wow, that was so razor close. Dark Troll Warlord is going to be the sacrificial lamb, but Aki is perfectly okay with that because he got his stacked Brewmaster out of there. Projectile is still flying all around the screen. Oh, and now telekinesis onto Cobra. Here comes Miracle once again. Is there going to be a crit? No, no crit needed. 88 damage is simply enough for the Shadow Shaman. 901 on the Brewmaster. This Brewmaster is simply scary at this point. 12 levels. Let's see, actually take a look at his gold per minute. 500 on him. From someone you wouldn't necessarily define as a carry hero, he's certainly playing like one, or getting enough farm. And really, I feel like this is, even if he dies several times, he's just buying a whole lot of time for Misery. Misery didn't have the best time on the bot lane. He kind of got outlaned by the Ursa Warrior. But the power of the Brewmaster at this point in the game, it's going to allow for Misery to have a free ride into farm. Here comes Miracle, blink in, clap onto all three. He doesn't have split anymore a minute before that happens, but just going to right click, not a hack, so he's actually going to change his mind, go for Stallcat instead. And everyone from NEXT.kz is simply getting kited. Miracle is just going to swat down Mantis. Here comes Cobra with the wards, not going to be able to disable anyone. 99 dropping down his ultimate, going to right click down the Brewmaster, can right click down the Windrider once again, and he's going to get Cobra as well. Triple kill. No, that was an ultra kill. Wow, Miracle just killing everyone all day long. I don't like how it's not popping up over here anymore. That's kind of where I'm looking for the double kill, triple kill thing. It's instead popping off in the middle. But Miracle, wow, this Brewmaster game is absolutely insane. Of course, the support was there. Everyone from CLG played their role, but this Brewmaster is just landing all the right clicks, and he's taking all the glory. But the telekinesis with the Fade Bolts allowing everyone to get that much weaker. Of course, you have to remember that this is a team game, and although I'm harping on and on about how well this Brewmaster is playing, the rest of his team is playing extremely solid as well. It's just, you don't see Brewmasters this big. 13:01, 13 minutes in the game. That is a kill every minute, or at least participation in a kill every minute. 14 participation, and then 14 minutes. Brewmaster just feeding off of NEXT.kz. And even getting a deny on the bot lane tower. NEXT.kz is going to be very unhappy about that. With the lineup of Shadow Shaman as well as Leshrac, you would expect some amount of lane pushing. Leshrac only picked up 1 level of Edict. He actually is going for Lightning. Against this team, I do think that's the wrong build. You want to get Split Earth or something like that. Just, the Lightning doesn't offer all that much for its mana cost. And although he was in that tri-lane situation, which is usually more of a reason to get Lightning, there's really no pushing coming out from CLG. Not a huge creep wave. There's no like giant summoners on CLG. You know, Chen, I guess, is a little bit, but the Lightning doesn't really do much to him. So Leshrac is really just going to try to burst down someone with that Lightning, and then that's pretty much it. Oh, Mantis is going to try to solo Roshan, but CLG's Lacoste has spotted him out. He does see Cobra just standing there, which means he is suspicious. He's going to go into the Roche Pit and find Mantis. He's going to spot him out. That is going to spot out for Miracle. Here comes Miracle, blink in, clap onto Cobra, split as well, dodging any stuns coming his way. There's his 1 kill. Gonna rock Stallcat, gonna go for him. Damage from the Fire Panda might be enough to bring him down, but the Fire Panda is getting very low. Instead, gonna go for Mantis, who's brought Roshan so damn low. Chen picks up that kill, and they're actually gonna kill Roshan. CLG creep jacks that Roshan killed by the Radiant Invoker, managing to pick up the Venomancer with that Meteor, but is it gonna be enough? The wards are still down in the middle of everyone. Telekinesis stunning equal. The wards are continuing to kill everyone. Aki overstaying his welcome just a little bit, feeding another kill, but here comes Miracle once again. Fade Bolt and 1 right click gonna get Lacoste a kill. And now Equal is forced to pop off his Ghost Walk. Miracle is going to spot him out. He's gonna clap blindly. Is there any true sight here? Gonna Meteor, completely whiffing. Good attempt though by Lacoste. And Equal is gonna force staff himself out of there. Wow, NEXT.kz just not having a good game at all. 15:05 on this Brewmaster, and Misery picked up the top lane tower in the meantime. Gonna go once again for Cobra, gonna telekinesis him up into the air. Miracle gonna fall back just a little bit, but the stun did stun Mantis. That telekinesis. Miracle is gonna take a lot of Fury Swipe damage. He might finally go down. He's gonna put his Drunken Haze onto Mantis and just stand toe to toe with him. Deafening Blast flying through. Miracle is gonna be shackled up, but in there goes the Age to the Immortal. He did manage to pick that up. Rubik picking up that kill on the Ursa. This Miracle Brewmaster is still alive. What a miracle. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. But wow, this guy is just on a warpath at this point. Getting a Blink Dagger this early is going to lead to devastating results. Leading as far as the gold per minute goes. Let's actually just look at how the last hit denies go. He's sitting at 3rd place. First place is Misery on the Anti-Mage. He doesn't really have the farm to reflect that though, because he has died twice. Power Treads, Ring of Health, 17 minutes in. Not the optimum farm for the Anti-Mage, but it's all going on to this Brewmaster. That may turn out to bite them in the end. But a level 15 Brewmaster at this point in the game, where the highest level of NEXT.kz's heroes are 11? I believe it should be 11. Yeah, 11 is the highest on the Invoker. So he's firmly out-leveling everyone, and he does have his Aghanim Scepter completed now. Which means that split is going to be even more deadly. So Brewmaster is going to get stronger before he gets any weaker. Tornado now from the Wilkin, trying to slow down the push from NEXT.kz. Fade Bolt going to fly through as well, doing a ton of bouncing damage. Get a lot of damage reduction there as well. This tower is going to start to go down. There goes the Serpent Wards. But this Tornado just simply doing so much annoying damage to NEXT.kz, forcing them back. And here comes Miracle 99, looking for Blink Clap. He is going to find Stalcat. Instantly Hexed, though. He's going to take a lot of Fury Swipes damage. Miracle has to pop up his ultimate. He does. He's going to go for Mantis Misery in the meantime, picking up the Leshrac. And everyone from NEXT.kz is dying. Not Hax trying to run away from this. Misery is there with the right clicks. With the Battle Fury, I don't know where he got a one-shot Battle Fury equal. The last one on the run, but there's the GG calls from NEXT.kz. They've had enough of this game. They know that they're completely out of here. Holy shit streak on Miracle. What does he have? 1706. That is completely ridiculous. And Misery, for some reason, holding all of his funds until he could one-shot that Battle Fury. There's a little bit more farm. I mean, he had the most last hits, but it's like, I could have sworn he should have had more than this. But anyway, CLG dominating this game over NEXT.kz. And Aki putting some celebratory wards down. Are they going to spell something with it? I don't think they have enough wards for that. Just 7, I guess. Can I draw in this? I know that... Oh, I can't draw. I kind of want to draw. Did they change the button or something? I could ping. That's, like, not useful at all. Whatever. I would like to draw, but I guess it's only if you're in Dota TV. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It's been CLG versus NEXT.kz from the Star Ladder series, Season 3. The other games are not available to me, but I will continue to cast these as they come out. So stay tuned for more of these as I try to get through some of my own games, get some quality FP VODs for you guys. And I believe that's it. GG, guys.